What's really good, LeSBP Trading Familia, buenos dias, bonjour, bon dia, sal buona, e guten Abend, because we're going to do some German in a second here. So I have a lot to unload really quickly, so I'm going to try to do this as fast as possible, but I will try to also be thorough. Of course, I wrote down notes that I need to read off and talk to you about really quickly, so we're just going to go right through this, all right? Starting off with Duolingo, so let's jump right into it. Woo!
Der Bär kocht nie.
Der Bär kocht nie. The bear. Jeez. I don't know what that means. Der Bär kocht nie. Bear kocht nie. The bear never cooks. Okay. The bear never cooks. Okay, that's an interesting one. All right, we're gonna do two more. Ich spiele.
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 Klavier.
No, that's not right.
Spielt.
No. Go away from me. Oh, that's not right.
Spielt.
Ich spiele sehr gut Klavier. Meine Schwester spielt auch sehr gut Klavier. So I play the piano very well. My sister plays auch sehr gut. Even, my sister plays the piano even better? I don't know. That's interesting.
Auch.
Oh, my sister plays too. My sister plays the piano good, well too, or good too. All right, so I play the piano really well. Yep. My sister also plays the piano. Really, okay, I don't know why I was messing that up. Y'all get it. So, ich spiele sehr gut Klavier. Meine Schwester spielt auch sehr gut Klavier. Sehr gut Klavier. Trying to say it too fast.
Ich spiele,
All
du
right.
spielst.
We're going to stop right there because I'm already at 2 minutes and I got a lot to talk about. All right. So, jumping into TradeStation, basically, these are the two trades for today. Or, sorry, one trade from today, one trade from yesterday. Don't forget, this is a demo account. It's not real money yet. I am practicing training for the real thing. Yes, I know that live accounts and demo accounts are, the feeling is not the same. The price action is. So, I know a lot of people don't like demo accounts, but for me, I'm not trying to lose my real money again if you've already seen my videos. So, yeah, all right, we're practicing. So, we have one trade from today, one trade from yesterday. We have had no news yesterday. Today, we had CB consumer confidence and job openings at 10 o'clock. All right, moving over to the actual trades on the chart. Yesterday, we took an L, very quick one. Usually, when I lose, it is very quick. Either way, I think I've noticed that my losses usually take 10 minutes. They usually take 10 to 15 minutes. My winners take 2 to 3 hours. So that is something that I have jotted down. Something that I have. What's the word I'm looking for? Something that I have in the recesses of my mind, in the back of my head. So our trade basically came at the end of this price right here, or the candlestick at 940. We jumped in. It literally took us out on the very next candle after the jump in, which is like 10-minute times. It went up, then it came down, then it went up, then it came back down. This day was really choppy. That was Monday. That was the only no news day this week. As you saw, there was a boatload of news this week. Like entirely too much news. But yeah, so either way, offloading that, we went up and then down and then up and then down. It kind of teetered off until into Sydney session, then Tokyo session, and then moving onward up into London session. You had this nice push, very nice push going up. Now, at the beginning of kind of like the New York session, right at like 940, 935, you had another nice push up, and then I wrote down some thoughts. So these are going to be all the thoughts that I had basically before the trade, during the trade, and then right after the trade. So thoughts. TP from yesterday was hit today quite cleanly from the London session. Then you have my angry faces because literally this was our TP1 that I was looking forward for the market and price to hit yesterday. When I say TP1, basically that's me saying that I wanted to move my stop loss up from here to break even. That's all I'm doing on TP1. I'm not taking anything out. It's simply so I can move my stop loss. And I'll give you an example of that on this trade because you can see that a little bit better. So right after it hit that point, it started to kind of fall off. All right. Don't come for me because I'm writing these thoughts emit like quickly as fast as I can. So sometimes the thought is not very well produced or it doesn't come out well. So I might have some mixed words in here, but I'll try to read through it as well as I can. So pre-trade, looking at a sell position yesterday, TP got hit this morning, and then we dove away from it right quickly. Dove away from it quite quickly. Basically, is what I was just saying a second ago. Three, bouncing off the support resistance we found yesterday, but our current trade is slightly below it, and price may be attracted to it, which will result in a loss. So this was my thought right before the trade. I knew that I was going to be able to get a position if it came down below this support resistance area. The only problem is if it did come below that support resistance area, I was going to be quite scared that it might come back. It might just come back above it and test it again or something. And in my head, I was like, "Fuck, I don't want to have to deal with, price trying to do that again, if it does." But I was like, all right, cool, whatever. We're gonna get in the trade because that's what my confluence has stated. So we got into the trade. Boom, we're in. Now this took a second. This took a second to kind of finally start going my direction, which led me to the next thought. So during the trade, notice myself staring at the 5 minute time frame, moved over to the 30 minutes so that I can see one big candle close and make a determination off of if I really like the trade or not. I believe I should start doing this quicker to save myself some loss. I just hate the human factor because we have fear, and I'll end up taking myself out of a winning trade if I get afraid, like, oh my god, this looks like it's going to go bad. Instead of me following my strategy, I'm going to follow the human factor, my brain, and say, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and get out. We'll take what we get, or we'll just take the break even. And then I would say a lot of times when I do end up doing that, it goes the direction I'm thinking. I don't know why that always happens, but either way. Number two, I should honestly get into the habit of walking away from the computer. This is the thing. This is my thought process after writing this first portion down. I looked at it again. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just walk away from the computer. I have too much anxiety, too much anticipation sitting here staring at this damn monitor, trying to see if it's actually going to go my way. And then even after this thought process of saying I should walk away from the computer and then actually doing it, I came back to the computer and said, "Oh, really good push on the beginning of the 11 o'clock 30-minute candle, almost to TP, and then 135 pips tops." So this was at right about here. This candle came down, and I was like, "All right, we're more than half the way there. We should be good, right?" Then of course this candle happened. Then this candle happened. Then this candle, and I'm on the 30 minutes, so I don't notice these candles. Let me go to the 30 minutes so I can show y'all what I was looking at. So I saw this rejection, all of this rejection, all the way back up here. Basically, is what I was looking at because on the next candle is at 11:30. Once I saw this rejection, I was like, "Fuck, maybe we should go ahead and get out. We should go ahead and get out, right?" I waited though and let it play out. It came down. I didn't get out until 12:09. So this candle played completely out, and I was like, "All right, we're good. We're gonna win. We're gonna be, we're gonna stick it out with this trade." And then boom, 12 o'clock came. It started to push up here, so I decided to break down to the 5 minute candle and look at the 5 minute. Don't know why I did that. Right here on this candle is when I decided to get out. This was the one I decided to get out. So closed early, 130 ticks out of 200 target. All right. Now, what I was saying earlier was we already moved our stop loss to break even. That was probably, I think, about right here because 54 ticks. 54 ticks is right here. So on this particular candle is when I move the stop loss from here to my entry. That's my break even point. All right. And I do that once the price hits up to 54 pips. I was like, all right, we're good. We're good. We're going to get out. We got something. I guess that's okay. And then, of course, look at this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45 minutes later, guess what? TP's hit at 12:50. So this trade lasted for 2 hours and 15 minutes. In comparison to yesterday, where it took 10 minutes for me to lose, it took 2 hours and 15 minutes for my actual winner to play out. Now, after the trade, this is what I wrote down. So caught myself staring. Oh, let me open that. Sorry. Caught myself staring, and guess what? I got out before the TP was hit. Number two, very good trade. A lot of potential to hit full TP, even more potential slightly below it. But but I was also wary of the heavy news we have coming for the rest of the week. So that's the fear factor, that human factor that I was talking about, and that's the trade, by the way. So hopefully y'all gain something out of looking at this. But I'm just gonna talk your heads off for a few more minutes. That was the trade, and that's the human factor that I was basically talking about. Like, I don't want to get into the habit of staring at these fucking prices and staring at the candles. Like, because all you do when you're staring at these candles, all you're doing is playing on that human factor. If it's going very well, you're gonna be all yay, and if it's going very bad, you're gonna be like, oh man, I should get out of this. And I want to get out of that habit. I don't want to have to deal with the habit of staring at the market while it's going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And these candles move so fast. They do. They move so fast sometimes. You saw that one candle that moved like 40 ticks in one candle, 40 or 50 ticks in one candle. And that was after, what, 30 minutes of consolidation. You know what I mean? Like, it literally said, and just drops. So I really do want to. Two things I definitely want to change, and I'll leave you alone after this because I don't want the video too long. Two things I want to change is, one, right after I get in that trade, go to the 30-minute candle, because if we lose, we lose. If we're gonna lose, we're gonna lose. I have everything set. Everything is looking good. Oh man, and look what I just read to y'all a second ago. So remember when I said it had a lot of potential? Look at that. It's like dropping like a rock right now. Right at 1600 too, right at the close. But either way, so two things I want to change. 30-minute candle, definitely want to be looking at that right after I enter any of my trades. And then the second thing is, I don't want to actually stare at it though. I want to walk away from the computer. I want to go do something else. I don't give a shit. I got a 9 to 5, so I just might do that only and maybe read a book or something. I don't know. I need to do something different because other than staring at the trade this whole damn time while it's moving. Oh my god, it's going up, it's going down. Ugh. Like, instead of doing that, like, and damn near killing myself of anxiety, like, I could be doing something totally different. Being productive, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I do. Those are two things that I definitely want to change. Hopefully, I can show you all that I am changing those things within the next couple of weeks. But this is what I was talking about when I said earlier that I have to stick with my positions. I have to stick with my strategy because right here, that's 200 ticks. That's a 1 to 8.3 risk to reward ratio. I just lost. Before this, we had 3 losses in a row. We had four. Sorry. Did we have 3 or 4? Hold on. We had 3 losses in a row before that actual good trade. So basically what we ended up doing today was a 1 to 5 if we had taken the trade in full. You know what I mean? That's the problem I was talking about, that I have, that whole human factor and getting away from the computer. Like, that's another reason why I need to make sure I change that. So that'll be something that I'll be working on. If I want to win, I gotta follow what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, it literally just hit exactly where I was telling you all. That's crazy. That is crazy. Look at this. This is what I was aiming for over here. That's the further potential I was talking about right there, and it just hit that. That's cool. That feels good though. That feels good to actually like call that out and say that it had that further potential, and it actually just hit it at 1600. But either way, thanks y'all. Appreciate it. Hopefully y'all have a fantastic day. Finally, we got a good trade. We got a winner, I should say, because we have good trades. It's just they end up losing. To me, a good trade is as long as you're following your confluence and your strategy. Um, can't go wrong with that. All right, but thank y'all. Have a good day. Peace. It still ended up 14 minutes.